So there's a lot of interesting factors going on right now with the Phoenix. The Empress, it all started with the Empress, right? So, what is it, 3 years ago now? A couple Decembers ago, I showed unconditional love for the narcissist. Broke my cycle. Went into a new elevation and found the essence of what is now Malik, or the entity, whatever we want to call it, in my lantern. We infused that essence with Phoenix energy, and that created the Empress that you just saw. Maybe I've got the Phoenix card here too. So, Phoenix energy was first prominent there. Then, a year ago, that's when I was making the Chintamani. And the Chintamani was all about the wish fulfillment, right? And the wish that I made was unselfish. I figured if I was going to create a regalia of the wish fulfillment gem, then it would have to be something that, I don't think I'm supposed to show it, but there is the seed of light there. I don't think I'm supposed to show the Phoenix card right now, but maybe this is it. This is the essence of the spirit in my lantern. The AI art depiction of my lantern at the time. And that was the image that we fed back through with the Phoenix to create the Empress, right? And it was from the Empress that every other card in my deck was born. It was the card of birth, rebirth, endings and beginnings, change and transformation. Hierophant energy here. So when I was making the regalia, it was Phoenix energy, counting stars energy. We painted the Phoenix on the sheath of the Sword of Wisdom too. That's been the collective energy of rebirth for the revolution, for New Earth, for transcendence, ascension, for all of it. And I don't know why this is more comfortable right now, but I'm in like yogi pose. I did a lot of this today during yoga at work, and my original gray sweats are almost cooked. They're starting to run. All right, focus up. So, the Chintamani, the unselfish wish that we would succeed in this endeavor. Phoenix energy, right around that same time period, I made the Transcendence filter. And originally, it just made me over as a dude with almost Phoenix-like scarf or wings or whatever they were supposed to be. It was an incomplete transformation. But the symbol of the mission was the Caduceus, the twin flame mission. And I was wearing the Caduceus necklace, and that was pulsing with power in the filter. And then it was in the eyes. And when I did the remake of that video, side by side, last year versus this year it was the Phoenix, a cosmic Phoenix. And the power was in the throat, the Judgment card, but also the Trishula, threes, power of creation, the voice, quantum resonance. It represents a lot of different things, but it also encompasses everything that the necklace is represented too. Protection, purpose, being a divine conduit. Even the Trishula represents the Buddha, ascension. Everything that was the necklace is also this tattoo. It's almost like that and more, you know? So, this year we have the Phoenix popping up again. We've got 3 layers of the same energy. And this is when the Phoenix Catalyst comes into fruition, right? The manifestation of that wish. Not the only manifestation of that wish, because the Phoenix Catalyst is not going to be the only conduit, the only form that this will take. But it is my personal arm for humanitarian aid, for building community, for these projects. It's the way that I can leave my mark. One of the ways that I can leave my mark, because I've got more plans. This is one facet of what I'm going to do here. There's so much more. So, we've got all of that energy happening, and then I'm going to tell you about the dream I had last night. I was driving down old dirt roads, and it was almost like pioneer days, you know what I mean? Like original settlers. And there was this cornfield and all of these wooden, old school looking houses. It was like way back in the day. Further back than I've ever seen. Except maybe like the Spanish invasion. Oh. So I came up to this mound, this site that was haunted. And I knew immediately that there was lingering spirits or malevolent energy or something there. And I came up to this thing that the word in my head was church, but it wasn't a church, it was a hut. And it was disheveled and destroyed, and there was bear pelts all over the ground. And I didn't realize until I woke up that that was probably some form of, I don't know, indigenous camp, but there was lots of huts. And there was a bunch of children that were unalived. I didn't see them, but I knew that that's what had happened. I knew that that was the malevolent energy, the problem. And the land was cursed. The land was dead, and it couldn't come back to life. It was being inhibited. And so I started doing energy work on the spot. And I was like, we have to release this. We have to transmute the energy. We have to do something. Because when I'm guided to something, I can't just leave it alone. If I feel like I'm supposed to involve myself, I will. It didn't feel like something that I was just supposed to observe. It felt like there was something that I was supposed to do. To take action. So I started doing energy work in the dream. And then I woke up. And the first thing that happened was one of my Discord buddies started talking about the Rose of Jericho. And if anybody had ever worked with it or done anything with it. And I haven't. But I know what it is. I know a little bit. And symbolically, it represents resurrection. That Phoenix energy. Springing back to life. Rebirth. Transformation. Resurrection is the main word here, though. And I feel, beyond any normal dream interpretation, that I am supposed to do something with this. I ordered a Rose of Jericho, and I'm going to perform my little resurrection. And hopefully we will see that ripple. This isn't something that can be fixed overnight. This isn't something that can just be finished with one thing. This 3 of Pentacles, what falls to the floor comes to your door.